Sagdaddy, I'm back at it with a fantastic podcast for your asses. Yapping in a trap like a rescue cat, and the rest queued up like they're waiting on the Batman. You tuned into the dude who threw booze back, blacked out, woke up drawn, covered in bruises. It's Sagdaddy the pod, an odd fellow, the great white chubby, I'm becoming a marshmallow. It's Sagdaddy the pod, so sit back and relax, cause like a broken arm, I got a cast now. It's Sagdaddy the pod, you made a good choice, so enjoy, don't be annoyed, now here's my dumb voice. But I do have a feeling sometimes when it comes to like headlining comedians, where I'm like big ones, like big, because we're all headlining, whatever. But they're like the guys that are like huge. Mm-hmm. I'm like, and this has nothing to do with him actually, but I'm like, am I not insane enough to
sell an arena?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I'm like, am I not crazy enough? You know, you meet these people and you're like, that they're nuts. She's nuts. He's nuts.
Yeah.
And they're doing well.
Yeah.
And you're like, am I just like a normal person and nobody cares?
I've totally had that.
Have you had that thought?
I've had those thoughts where I'm like, maybe I'm just not narcissistic enough to like be where I want to be, but also I'm like, I don't want to be that. And also you don't have to be. That's like a thought that you have when you're in your darkest moments, when you're like, something's got to change. And you're like, I have to shut out all the people I love.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes. Oh, man, have I had that thought. Yeah, I'm like, I do, yeah, but also...
I've got to abandon my husband and child.
Right, yeah. In the trunk of the car and then drive it into the river.
Yes.
But there is like, I just go, but there is...
But there is something to that.
I do think
those could sell some tickets.
Honestly, if you want to get real dark here, not dark, but like there is a part of me that sometimes like I go, you ever have that feeling where you're like, man, you know, if I just like maybe tried to kill someone, maybe somebody in power, maybe, and not killed them. Didn't hurt anybody. Fail.
Yeah.
Whatever. Took a shot at a congressman.
Uh-huh.
And it got out. Mm-hmm. And I have no priors, and I have good lawyers.
You have no priors?
I got no priors. I've never been to jail.
Really?
Never.
Okay.
I've never been arrested. Not once.
It's surprising.
I know.
Yeah.
Lots of times I could have, and I think they just let me go because I like.
Yeah, they're like, get out of here, buddy.
I was like, but I'm funny. I'm like, all right, get out of here. That was literally my excuse for like getting through high school and shit. I'm like, aren't I funny?
Yeah,
and
it was all a joke.
Yeah, I definitely failed so many tests, and they were just like, whatever. Like he's fine. He's a good kid.
You had the Goonies excuse.
I had the Goonies excuse. I was rubbing my freaking belly.
Yeah.
But I've had that like, have you had that where you're like, maybe if I like, kind of a King of Comedy. Have you ever seen that movie, King of Comedy?
I don't think so.
So, okay. So it's about, it's a...
Wait, who's in it?
It's Robert De Niro.
Oh, yeah. I skipped that. You skipped that.
And it's a Scorsese movie. It's really good.
Yeah.
Not to sound like a film major. Mm-hmm. Scorsese and De Niro.
No, I remember thinking like, oh, I want to see that. But I was like, I had to turn the faucet off on all the stand-up
Yes, I totally
movies,
get it.
You know?
I totally get it.
Yeah.
But essentially the movie is he wants to be a big famous stand-up.
Right.
And he... pictures himself. It really is a good movie. You should see it. You should watch it. If any stand-up movie you watch, it should be this one.
Okay.
He is.
I skipped the one that I should see.
Yes.
Yeah.
He makes these like fantasies in his head about being on essentially the Tonight Show and sitting with the Johnny of the world that he's in. It's a different guy. It's actually who was the guy who hated women or something? Who was the comedian that was like, women aren't funny? Oh yeah, it's yeah, that's true.
You're like, this should narrow it down.
Jerry Lewis.
Oh yeah.
So Jerry Lewis stars as the Johnny Carson of the movie. Mm-hmm. And he has all these fantasies about sitting with Johnny and being like, and like being like, but he's this nothing comedian. So then he wants to get on the Tonight Show really badly, and they're not letting him on. They keep fucking whatever. They keep pushing. They're like, you can't just get on. He's never done stand-up.
Right.
He's never gone on stage.
Yeah.
So they're like, you can't just go and be on the Tonight Show. So he kidnaps Jerry Lewis.
Okay.
Jerry Lewis's character. He kidnaps Johnny Carson and is basically like, tell them to put me on and then I'll let you go.
And he does. He gets on and he whatever. And then he goes to jail. And when he comes out of jail, he's the most famous guy in the world because he kidnapped Johnny Carson and did stand up on the show. And they give him his own show and his own book and everything.
Got it.
So
you want a king of comedy yourself.
I want a king of comedy myself. And I want to, rape Conan O'Brien. No, I don't know. I don't know why I said that.
I just wanted to give that a second.
I don't know why I said that. I would though. I mean, I would.
So
I love
much better
Conan.
when you just pause.
Yeah. We're gonna cut the pause out.
No, leave it.
We're gonna cut the pause out, and we're gonna insert Rosebud laughing.
You gotta leave it.
I have all the power here.
I'm the king of comedy.
Wait a minute, I have all the power here.
Yeah.
So sometimes I think about
I definitely
doing
have
that.
I've thought about how I make fun of Andy so much where I'm like, oh, like an easy way for him to do it would just be to kill me. And then he gets like a full Netflix. He gets everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's how you do it because killing you optically, I don't think that looks good.
No, yeah, he'd have to do it secretly. You know, he can't like live stream it.
Well, there would just have to be. It's punching down.
It's punching down. It's punching down.
It's
Yeah.
punching down. And I think if I were to
As a bit, it doesn't work.
Right. Like, I'm hesitant to say this and put it on YouTube uncensored. But if I took a shot at, let's say, the president, just a shot. I'm not trying to kill anybody.
Right.
But just enough where he's like, "King," and then, oh, what the fuck? And then there's a big manhunt. And then they go, and the manhunt has come to an end. Local nobody comedian Brendan Sagalow is the first suspect. My mugshot. It's the head. I'm holding my headshot. Like that. My Twitter handle or whatever.
It's you at New York Comedy Club. Like,
I'm like,
that's me.
Follow me on Threads. And that's how I feel like, and then I get, how much time do you get if you shoot at the president?
I think you get charged with attempted murder, so that's
25.
Isn't that can't you get life for that?
You can get life for attempted murder.
Like you could get life for that.
Let me investigate this and get back to
What
you.
about what if it's an accident? But really
Well, that's manslaughter. That's a different thing.
Attempted manslaughter.
You can't there's no such thing as attempted manslaughter.
Attempted accidental kill?
Is there such a thing as attempted manslaughter?
I think it's the different degrees is what you're talking about.
So it's like attempted manslaughter would be like, oh, I actually meant to hit them with my car and then miss.
Right. Right? This is giving me an aneurysm. What if I just punched?
We're just two pure idiots.
I know, we're like, that's what comedy is.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody and it was like, comedians are like, take somebody who has no idea what anything about cars.
Right.
That's what a comedian is, someone who doesn't know anything about something, and then you go, what do you like better, a Ford or a Nissan? And they'll give you a fucking, a Ford is a da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
go, well, you have no idea.
No.
You're just talking.
Yeah.
And a comedian will give you a full fucking...
And it'll be just vibe based.
It's just vibe based. Yeah,
Yeah.
you go, the cup holders seem a little like...
Yeah, the Nissan, I don't know. It just feels like an Uber.
Doesn't give me that weird dread feeling.
Ford makes me feel like I'm being fucking kidnapped. So I guess a Nissan.
What if you just assaulted the president? What if you just...
Do you have a plan?
No, but no.
No?
No.
You sure? You got a lot of questions,
It's
Brendan.
more of a manifesto than a plan. No, I
It's
don't
a
know.
dream.
I just go, you know what? Anything besides working. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's where it really comes down to. Anything besides sitting in front of a piece of paper.
Well, here's what happened is like now we've got AI is going to replace us. And like I think even social media is just going to be like kaput within like 4 or 5 years. So all of
great.
you think it's going to be great. It's going to be so bad for us.
Well,
it's the only way. It's literally our only. We're in prison right now.
Yeah.
Like with social media, and I hate it.
Yeah.
But it is also my only source of income.
Right.
In terms of like selling tickets.
Yeah.
So when that's gone, and we have to like go back to like word of mouth when nobody talks to each other.
Yeah, that's so true.
We're fucked.
Although word of mouth is very powerful.
If people used it I don't think they do.
But
I don't
if
think
the
they
internet's dead, then they'll.
I'm just gonna charge people to like talk to them on a walk. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's hilarious.
I'm just gonna be like, would you like to take a walk and talk to a human being?
I would pay for that.
Yeah.
I mean, different tiers, obviously. You
Yeah.
go the annoyed at everything tier.
Yeah.
The asking you questions tier. I would go with the annoyed at everything tier.
I don't even know if I would. I didn't even think about it.
Oh, look
tiers.
at that dog. That sucks. That dog sucks.
Yeah, it would just be like there's an East Coast version and a West Coast version where like in the East Coast you just point at things and complain about them.
Yes.
And then the West Coast you're just sort of like talking about your dreams and the inner work that you're doing.
Yes, yeah, and also like kind of like kind of talking shit, but also
like slowly
covering it
feeling
with,
the vibe and seeing if they hate them
yes,
too.
you go. So what do you think about? You tell that. Yeah, it's like cameo. It's like a live cameo. You
That
go.
is such a good
I need you to
feeling.
West Coast kind of talk shit about my friend Derek. So you follow him around. You know who's nice, but like
Kind of weird, right?
kind of weird.
He's a little weird.
Derek.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Derek is a little
Oh,
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you
does
think
feel
is
good.
weird about him?
Yeah. Oh, there's nothing that feels better than like knowing
That the
that's-
same that you hate the same person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you figure that out, like in a new friendship, you're locked in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm
I've
trying
actually-
not to hate anybody.
Well, that's bullshit. That's not going to happen.
You know, y'all. You know, Sagdaddy. I'm a peacemaker. And I make peace now.
Is that really something you're focusing on?
I just want to be less angry.
Yeah.
I want to be less like, I don't know. I just want to be chilled out. Like,
I'm trying to be more grateful and like try to stop like feeling like Andy was like, you wake up every morning and it feels like you're like, he wanted this to be like a death blow insult, but I was like, yeah, obviously, you know.
What did he
was
say?
like, you wake up every day and it's like you're struggling between like two extremes. It's like you want to be like a soft life woman or like a titan of industry.
Yeah.
And he's like, and I never know which version of you like woke up that way. And I'm like, well, it's obvious. I'm like, I want to be, what I want is to make enough money to like fill my house with pillows so I can lie down for the rest of my life.
yes.
That's
yeah.
what it is.
Both of those women are the same person.
Yes.
And that's who you are. Mm-hmm. That's so interesting.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
And he punched me in the face.
And then he hit me.
he hit me.
And luckily, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was like, I'm a titan of industry. Do it again.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. With some stuff, it's like with the chilling out. Like, I'm trying to be like, accept that you feel this way. Like, I don't necessarily hate that I don't. There are people that I just don't like for any other reason besides where they're from,
Right.
and what they do on stage, and what they talk about, and how bad they are at what they do. And that a couple of years ago, I'd be like, why do you hate those? Like, they're not giving you a reason to be like upset with them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But now I'm like, whatever, feel it. Who cares? Like,
Yeah.
that's where I think you'll chill out the most, is if I'm like, I'm just going to feel my feelings and then this will just go the fuck away at some point. I mean, who
Right.
cares? Like that. I'm friends with people now that I didn't like in the
Yeah.
beginning. And I also don't like people that I used to be friends with. Mike Feeney. No, just kidding. But
Fuck, I have to respond to Feeney.
he was here today.
He was?
Yeah, we had a great episode.
I got to text him back. He was like, he's in town. He's going to be in Maine, same time as me.
Oh, yeah, he was telling us that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I was talking to my therapist about this. Like, I was just like, I fucking hate this guy. But I'm like, and I actually don't hate the guy anymore. I'm like, whatever. But I was like, I fucking hate how he does his shit. I'm like, he's a hack. What is he doing in the same fucking area as as us kind of thing? And I was like, but we're all brothers in this, brothers and sisters. This is a clubhouse, you know? This is a clubhouse. Like, we're all feeling the same
Yeah, I
thing.
mean, it's kind of this like. Actually, your therapist is a good example of like what that was for me, because I hated that guy because he was like you still see the comics therapist,
Alan,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, fuck that guy, blah blah blah, and I don't even know why I felt it. It's not like I ever saw him, but I just like hated him, and then Andy started to see him and immediately felt so much better.
Yeah.
and I was like, okay, well, I'm a fucking big dumb idiot.
Yeah.
and I guess
But
I'll shut my mouth.
also, what Alan would say is like, yeah, feel it, enjoy it. He said to me, he's like, enjoy the hate. He's like, just feel it. Who cares?
Yeah.
He's like, as long as you're not acting on it violently, who gives a fuck?
Right.
But I also am like, yeah, but my brain hurts and my heart hurts and and that's all the burgers and stuff. But also when I'm like,
you're like, it's all this hatred, right? It's all this hatred.
It's the hatred of salads.
The scale is just giving me a hatred sign.
I'm not liking your vibe. I'm yelling at, but I'm like, I am like, you know, when you're walking around New York, there's that hatred of like somebody fucking, you know, you're getting on the subway and, or you're getting off the subway and people are getting on without letting you get off first.
Yeah.
And I just want to fucking kill these people. And then I walk away because I didn't do anything or I didn't say anything. And I'm like, and I have this like pain in me.
I see that as kind of like it's just like, it doesn't really matter in the long term. Like that kind of like annoyance where you're just like, you're angry and you're annoyed. And I get that, but it doesn't really like, I don't feel like it like calcifies or anything like that. I don't feel like it's fucking destroying me in any way. Like sometimes it actually turns into jokes. And so I don't.
That's a great feeling.
I never really write a joke about something that I'm feeling like great about.
Right.
You know, I never really write a joke about something that's just like really happy.
Yeah.
It's always like, even if it's about a happy thing, I have to focus in on something about it that annoyed me.
Right.
Or made me feel like weak.
Right.
Or, you know what I mean? Or just threaten my general sense of safety.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Or confidence.
Yeah.
Because that way it's like, that's the funny part.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What feels funny? Yeah, there's nothing funny about being like, and then I was happy. Isn't that like hilarious?
I know.
Or like whatever. Like, I'm in love.
Everything's great.
Everything's great.
You're like, okay, well, happy ending. That's why every sitcom ends with the characters starting exactly where they or ending exactly where they started, because nobody is like watching a comedy and going, yeah, this is hilarious. All this like character growth.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, that's what's made Seinfeld so good because there was no character.
Always
growth.
Sunny. It's not like at the end of an episode they look at each other and they go, you know what? It feels like maybe we're narcissists.
Yeah,
maybe we can stop all these hijinks.
Yeah,
You know?
Show canceled. Yeah, but you know, there's some things that like when that shit happens, I'm like, I don't immediately go like, okay, well, let me write a little joke about the pain I'm feeling right now.
Yeah.
And it's so constant that I don't know. I guess it's like I don't equate it with material.
But here's the thing. If you're fighting against it, now I feel like we're just literally in therapy, but if we're fighting against it and you're like, don't feel that, you're not going to get to the point where you're like, let me write a joke. Whereas if you're like, let me just let all this out and you just let it keep going, then eventually you're going to tell your friend, you're going to tell your next friend. And then all of a sudden it starts to turn into a bit because you're like, I've repeated this story multiple times.
And it's now
and this part got a laugh
stage.
and this part got a laugh. Yeah.
Yeah. This is more of a workshop than a therapy session, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I need it. I'm in a place right now I can't think of goddamn anything.
Me either. But
like,
we were talking a few weeks ago.
I know, and I was like, I'm in such a good place.
Yeah,
I
you were like,
this, I
have
a
great new joke.
Yeah, what was that joke? I don't even think I do it anymore. I think I like ran it into the ground and then posted it, and I was like, whatever, dude.
It's gone.
It's hard to think about like what do you post jokes that you're like, do you just post jokes, or are you like, I can't burn. This is the hour, and these are the jokes.
Not
Are you even
right now.
thinking about
I'm not even thinking about it anymore because it doesn't matter. Everything is so spread out that no one. It's like people might be disappointed if they see the same joke twice, but I'm like, honestly, there's so many people that see one clip on the internet of the same joke that I've also posted from the special, you know? And if they see it in a clip at like the punchline, then they'll be like, "Oh, I've never seen this before." You know what I mean? So I'll repost shit or I'll post new shit. Lately, I've been posting like brand new shit on my YouTube, just like stuff because I'm just still working it out. Like I don't know what my hour's about even,
Right.
and I'm just kind of like posting that shit because I'm like, well, it's not done, but
No.
I also don't care anymore. It's like
I'm just like hesitant. I'm like I'll put out something and then I'm like, oh well, now that joke is so much better now, but nobody saw it. But that's the thing about the internet too, is that like you think the whole world saw it. You put something out, everybody saw it, you completely burned it. But
no, I'll take something that even is bad, right?
Yeah.
I'll post it.
Yeah, me too.
And then somebody will hate on it, and I'll pin the biggest hater's comment.
Yeah.
So that it gets more engagement.
Right.
I just don't. I'm like, I'll just take whatever the worst thing that somebody says, and I'll just pin it to the top, so they'll fight with each other.
Damn, I gotta start commenting on your shit. I did the Portland, Oregon Helium.
Yeah.
And I'm on stage and I'm saying a joke and this guy in the front row just starts talking and I do the joke, whatever. And then I go, what are you guys talking about? Like, I'm like, I could hear you. And he was like, oh, I was just saying like, you posted that joke already. Like we heard that joke already. And I was just like, it was the first time I was like, oh shit. I was like, but I was also like, well, guess what, buddy?
Yeah.
I'm like, you got 45 minutes of that.
Right. Strap on in.
Yeah, I go, get ready to hear more of that.
Yeah.
But it was the first time where I was like, oh fuck, like I gotta write faster than I'm posting.
No, because that's the thing is like, I think the internet has like trained audiences to think that this shit is like comes at the same rate that like AI could write it. And it's just not, stand-up is not something that you can rush. I mean, you could rush it, but it'll be bad.
Oh yeah.
And
will it?
Yeah. So I'm just like, I don't know. Also, what an asshole. What a fucking dick.
What a fucking asshole. Yeah, I kicked him out.
You did?
Yeah, I was just like, I mean,
you saw it? Get the fuck out.
I was just, because he was such an asshole that I was just like, and his friend stayed. I was like, well, you don't have to be here. And he was like, okay. And he like got up and left. So I didn't kick him out.
So he left. He just chose to leave.
And I'm going, that's what you get. Yeah, get out of here. I'm shouting as he's leaving.
Leaves.
You don't ever come back.
Get the fuck out. Anyways, guys, that really hurt my feelings.
Yeah, I go, how badass was I just now? Kick that guy out for talking.
Now they're all staying because they feel bad.
They're like, oh God, let's just let him finish. We've seen all these. Hey, we've seen all these.
Dude, I feel like if I even get into that headspace, I just start to spiral on stage, and I just want to fucking plant the mic and walk off to silence.
Oh my God, the amount of times that I've gotten, like my brain has just been like, let's visit this headspace while you're on stage right now, and completely destroyed me.
Yeah.
Like this was a couple of years ago. I was out like a club in the city. I think I was at New York Comedy Club, and it was packed, and it was ready, and they were ready, and I just thought about the ticket price.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty pricey there. So I was like, and I thought about the ticket price, and I thought about the babysitters, and I thought about the parking, and I thought about all that stuff. And I'm like,
God.
And I bombed because I was like, I need to give these guys a really great show. And that's not like that. You want to give a good show, but being in the I need to is not a good place.
Right.
And I fucking bombed because I was just like,
probably because you went out there as like,
you guys are paying so much money for this. Please, you like me?
You're like Johnny Carson up there. Like,
yeah, I'm going, really weird stuff.
Yeah.
I have a fucking golf club.
I mean, I swear, like, if I think about that kind of shit, I go out as a completely different person. I'll literally go out with my voice like 3 octaves higher than it actually is.
Hi, you guys. I know. How do you stop yourself from thinking about that shit? I mean, I rarely think about that, but
luckily I've been so like, I never really think of this as like a lucky thing, but I've been so nihilistic about stand-up recently that it's kind of prevented me from like thinking about things like that. Where I've just gone out on stage, I've been like, okay, another day, here we go. I'm just so fucking tired. And I think I'm just like so fucking tired. Yeah. And I'm just like, I'm just going to work until I die, huh?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hey, everybody.
It's actually dude, just standing right in front of the curtain being like, I hate my life. But that really is.
I'm living my dream and I fucking hate my life.
Yeah.
And then I was like, hey.
Yeah, which makes you go, oh, I'm in the same place. I go, I'm living my dream. I hate my life, which makes me go, I'd hate my life even more if I wasn't doing this.
Yes.
And I go, I have nothing. I have nothing. Once this goes away, because I'm too old, and I'm the old guy that that can't figure out the fucking neurochip content that people are making. Like I'll become this old guy. You know, we see all these like comedians now that don't know how to work TikTok or Instagram.
Right.
So they're like, here's me with my dog. And you're like, idiot, post some stand up. This isn't going to do shit for you. That's going to be me with my little Neuralink in my brain. I'm going to be like,
I'm like
me with my granddaughter. Post to friends.
Yeah. I swear to God, I start every set backstage going like, am I depressed? And then, just like jump into my jokes.
Yeah.
And it's like the weirdest. I've never felt like this before in my career where I'm like, what's wrong with me? And then I just have to joke around.
Yeah.
Like, because I've always felt like, you know, my jokes are pretty personal. They come from a pretty personal place. Nothing about what I'm going through right now, at least mentally, is funny. Like I truly was like, I guess I got to go on Wellbutrin, and I just like went on that like 2 days ago.
Great.
Yeah,
I love that though. That's like that's actually like the perfect place to be, is that nihilism of like whatever, because it's anytime I feel like I'm like stuck.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's because I've been doing the same act for like weeks, and I'm just like blah 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 blah, where it becomes like you're sharpening it, and then I'm just like, what am I doing this for? Like, what is this leading to? This sharpening so that I can like do well on stage, sure, but I'm like, I want to get to a place where you're like nihilistic about it, where you're like, just another show. This is it. It doesn't have to be the same as the last one. It's not going to be the same as the next one.
Right.
Let's just see what happens, kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think it's ultimately like it is a good thing, but God, I feel like I'm being so. The second I get into this shit, I just get so depressing.
No,
I am. I'm such a depressing whore.
Good.
I'm just a sad pig.
Okay. You're like adding. I'm a depressed whore.
I'm a depressed whore. I'm just a sad little oinker.
I think you're fine.
Thanks. No, I think it honestly is like I really, really miss before, like I posted this a couple days ago where I was like, I fucking miss the shit out of New York City from like 2014 to 2019.
Yeah.
And then Andy was like, that's right before we met.
I saw that. I was like, that's so funny, dude.
But I obviously wasn't talking about him, even though he did ruin everything. No, I was literally just thinking, you know, it was like right before like digital or like right before like print moved to digital and everything moved online.
Yeah.
And so everything felt like you were building up to something that was substantial. And the reason it felt substantial was because it was like you and people, you know, and just like sharing your comedy with people. And it wasn't, the purpose of doing comedy wasn't to like get clips and post them.
Yeah.
It was just to like get the laughs and build the hour.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
And I think I really, really miss that on like a human level.
Yeah.
And I think everybody does. I think that's why there's this sort of sense of what the fuck are we doing here?
Yes.
That is permeating through every comic.
Yeah,
you know?
100%. Well, I'll tell you what is what you're exactly describing. I don't know if you've ever played Tony Hawk's Underground.
I haven't.
At the end of Tony Hawk's Underground, he literally, I mean, the whole thing was about like him getting sponsored, and then, you know, his friend betrays him and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And in the end, he's like, it just ends the same way that all these things end. And I think I was talking to you about this, where he was just like, I just want to skate. Like, I don't want to be a part of any of this stuff. What happened to just skating? And then he learns to blah, blah, blah. And I think I was talking to you about this, and I was talking to Alan about this, where when it comes to the stand-up and everything, and I don't even know if I said this on the show, is that I want to get to a point where, you know, you ever watch those movies where they're, you know, it's like an artist biopic or whatever, and they go through all the trials and the tribulations and the divorces and the rock bottoms and the drugs and the friends dying and the cheating and this and that. And then it ends, and it ends with them finally figuring out what means most to them, and that's loving the work. And all they do is they get up on stage and they play that fucking guitar, and it is what it is. I want to get to that point without any of the success or the rock bottom or the drugs or I just want to get to the point where I'm just like, this is what I do. I just like doing it.
Yeah.
And I'll do it, and it'll kill me, and I'll die in a motel.
Holiday Inn, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Hopefully it's a Westin.
I remember having this
Hopefully I'll
Westons are nice.
Yeah, those
They're
are really
pretty
nice.
good.
Or the Intercontinental.
Yeah.
Or the
I remember having this conversation. We were talking about this outside the cellar.
Yeah.
I just remembered. We were talking about this outside the cellar, having this basically exact same conversation.
Exactly.
And as we're talking about it, there's a comic who I will not name who's massive online, has a huge following online, right? And like is selling out like crazy.
Right.
And so he comes up and in the middle of our conversation, he starts talking to someone next to him who's his friend who he brought with him.
Yeah.
And starts talking about how the bodega guy recognized him as loudly as possible. And you and I were just like...
Such the polar opposite of what we're talking about.
Yeah, it was just like... It was as if he felt like a falcon. You know what I mean? It felt like a fucking falcon.
It's almost like a sign
landing
from
on
God.
our... Yes.
It's almost like God being like, you're on the right track. Like, look, here's somebody you guys don't really like that much saying something you hate now.
Right, but also just the desperation.
Yeah, I
of
gotta
like,
recognize, but that's that whole fucking generation too, by the way.
Yeah.
Not to sound like an old guy, but
Right.
there's so many of those that, and to drive...
Well, this guy's
topic.
also much older than both of us, but yeah.
Oh, who am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Never mind. Never mind. You got to tell me who after. I didn't know he was much older.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
Yeah.
that still sucks.
I don't know if I
guess it always sucks.
He was so close to us that I don't know if I actually was able to bring it up to you while it was happening.
You probably brought it up with your eyes.
I probably was like, and then just kept talking
Yeah.
about what we were talking about, hoping that it would like register.
Well, it's like with this whole thing, it's like you like, yeah, I don't know. I want to get to like a point where like, you know, like a real fucking musician. You know what I mean? Like that's what I fucking do. Again, skateboarding. Tony Hawk at the end of that. You watch that documentary?
No.
See,
I
don't
haven't
have a
watched the
child.
documentaries, and I haven't.
I haven't watched a child. I haven't watched a child.
Even if I didn't have a child, I have no
Do you watch?
interest
What do you watch? You watch anything?
I watch trash TV. I watch reality television. It's
Cops
like
and stuff like that.
no. I watch like Vanderpump Rules and The Valley and the ones
do?
that and like Real Housewives of New York. That's like my shit.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I would not expect you to be watching.
I love watching alcoholics fight each other for like social status.
Oh yeah,
I
great.
really love it. It's like my favorite. It's some of the funniest television on right now because none of
Right.
it is a joke.
Yeah,
They're all
they're
dead serious.
Exactly, they're taking it very seriously. It's like Love Island and
Yeah.
stuff. Like they're taking it very seriously.
There was an episode of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City where this woman came in after taking care of her dying mother, and one of the other housewives looks at her and was like, "Ugh," and like turned her face away, and she was like, "What is the matter?" And she was like, "You smell like hospital." And they spent like 6 episodes fighting about that.
That's so funny. they're so about respect and all that stuff. It's
Yeah.
like ridiculous.
Yeah, they're really ridiculous, hilarious women. It's like comedy gold. They really are the funniest people on television.
Damn, I don't watch any of that stuff. I can't. I'm like.
If you allowed
it feels
yourself
like
to,
I'm like hooked up to an IV of bullshit.
yeah.
You know, you're just like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? It doesn't feel good.
No, it feels great. It feels great. I mean, you've never really let yourself.
That's true.
So
I'm also trying to. My problem is I run away from things that don't feel good too much. It's another Alan idiom. He goes. Why do you want to not feel good? Like, why do you need to feel good all the time?
Oh.
It's the reason I do drugs. The reason
Yeah.
or weed. At least I don't do drugs.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like it's the reason I smoke weed. It's the
Well,
reason
a refusal to feel bad that makes a lot of sense on a logical level.
That's what I said to him.
Yeah,
I go,
yeah.
who wants to feel bad?
Yeah.
I go, no one wants to feel bad. Isn't that the point? Like, isn't there like an animal instinct in us to not feel bad?
Bad? Yeah.
But then that also is like, yeah, that shit bleeds into, and I don't want to write.
And I don't want to pay taxes.
Yeah, it becomes, why would I pay that bill? It doesn't feel good to pay the bill.
I don't like logging in. I don't like checking for my password.
Oh, I forgot to do the face password remember thing.
Every single one of my passwords is like fucking shit. Like it's literally just like me
Careful.
resetting my
You don't wanna dox
password.
yourself. Someone's gonna immediately try to log into your account. Fucking bullshit.
It really is.
We're
so,
in.
It would be so easy. But now
Someone
I've
in a
gotten
van.
better
I
about
got
it.
into Rosebud's account.
Now I've gotten better about it because I'll just pick out random items in the room that I'm sitting in and
You don't do
then
the same
add
password for
a couple
everything?
of curse words. Huh?
You don't just do the same password for everything?
No, because it's spiraled out of control at this point. I have forgotten so many times that I have lists
great.
of the old ones. It's just a disaster.
Hilarious.
Like, it's a real disaster. I think
Hilarious,
it's neurologically, I think if a doctor looked at like what my password situation is, I would be prescribed something for sure.
Yeah, Wellbutrin.
Yeah, well, for sure.
Some
but
sort of psychotic.
yeah, they'd be like, she needs a little extra
Have you ever
help.
been put in like a psych
ward? No.
Really?
Yeah, I know, it's surprising.
That is surprising.
Yeah.
I
There
feel
was
like-
an attempt.
To put you in a psych ward?
Well, to put me in a rehab, but that was like how I moved to New York.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't told you this? But I was
Maybe you have, but
I was in Europe
humor
and then
me for the cameras.
I guess we're not really friends.
Oh.
No, I was in Europe like drinking for like I don't even know how long and I don't know where I was, but like I was asking for money from my sister like and she was Western Unioning money and then
How much money? Do you remember?
I don't remember. It was just like enough to like get me through like the next couple of weeks or whatever. And it was like at some point my parents were like, she has to come home. And then I was like, okay, send me money and I'll book a plane ticket. And then booked a plane ticket to DC and made sure that the plane stopped in New York. And when the plane, I obviously
You made sure the plane. Oh, yeah.
yeah, so
okay.
it stopped in New York.
You
and
got
then
a layover, right?
Yeah,
right.
and then did a carry-on, left everything that I couldn't carry on in Europe, and just walked out of the airport and moved in with my ex-boyfriend and his band.
That's cool.
So that was the one attempt. But the guy that I moved in with was such an enabler and like a codependent that he was
what
like
was their band like?
It was like a metal band.
That's cool.
It was awful. I fucking hate metal.
They were bad
hate
though.
Metal. No, they weren't that bad. I mean, I don't know.
Metal is just you don't know.
Metal is bad.
Metal
to
is
me.
hard to tell whether it's good or
There's
not.
certain metal bands like The Darkness where I'm like, okay, I really like this.
I
This
mean,
is
calling
such a
the
fucking,
Darkness metal band is absolutely
it's
insane.
like Disney compared to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this is like Cookie Monster.
But I'm
like,
into that. Yeah, I'm
rah.
not. It wasn't that. It wasn't like
It was just like Avenged
like
Sevenfold kind of
metal
shit.
light, I guess. You know?
Yeah, totally.
Like if Ray from Girls was in a metal band.
What was the name of the band? Are they still a band?
No, I can't remember the name. It was like
He's like, I named it after you. It's called
started with
Rosebud's
an
Lantern.
O, but I can't.
You go, thanks.
It means pussy, but
It kind of means asshole.
since yours is square shaped,
Square-shaped pussy.
Square-shaped pussy.
Now, that's a band name.
that's a fucking special name.
Yeah, square-shaped pussy. Good luck selling that, HBO.
Straight to YouTube.
Yeah. So you moved in with this guy.
So I moved in with that guy, and then he was like promised my parents that he would make sure that I was like eating and stuff because I was
that's nice.
I was like starving myself at the same time. It was like a double whammy.
Well, because
know?
you could get drunker.
Exactly. Yeah. That was thank you for understanding the math.
Yeah. I have never been as thin as I was when I was drinking.
Yeah. Yeah. It's easy.
It's easy because you drink and you
go,
don't
let me just hold off.
really eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
You
then
don't
you're like
really
kind of
eat.
running on this sort of, your body's creating this like fake sense of adrenaline because
Yeah.
it thinks it's dying and it's
Yeah.
like eating its own muscles
Yeah.
to just feed itself.
Damn.
So
now
you're-
I'm just fasting. I'm trying.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm having one meal a day and then
What time?
usually around like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And then just because like right in the middle of the day. So I'm like not hungry at night. And if I
Mm-hmm.
do, I just go to sleep.
Right.
And then that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Damn. One meal a day is wild.
I know. And I got to start going back to the gym. I bought these shoes and stuff, but
What?
I got shoes that.
For the gym?
Yeah, I got like running shoes.
Oh, yeah. I
They're in
see them.
there.
They're on the
Yeah.
bookshelf. That's good.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know,
good.
man.
Maybe bring them off there. But
I know. I gotta.
listen, I think whatever you can do, it's like if you get that one thing and you put the shoes on, you're like, I'll just put the shoes on.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll go to the gym.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll put the shoes on and I'll just walk around my house.
Oh yeah, that's
And-
not bad either.
And that's fine.
I got insoles for them and everything too.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
What are you going to do?
Yeah. So. Yeah, but actually, I was just thinking about this. I was literally thinking about this the other day. That I remember, like, you were like the last person I spoke to when I was thinking about stopping drinking.
Really?
I was like, we were walking somewhere and I was
am
like,
that
I think I'm
person
going to
for
stop.
a lot of people.
And you're like, you think so? Mm-hmm. And I was like, I think so. And then like the next day I was just done.
Yeah, if you don't drink, you're just automatically like that person that people who are thinking about quitting drinking talk to.
A few relapses.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I have no need for that. And I'm kind of doing it with weed too. The only reason I smoked today is because Dan was here. So I was like, I gotta smoke with Papa Dan.
Yeah, Poppy Dan.
I gotta make Dan happy. I gotta make Daddy Dan happy. So wait, you moved to New York and then you were acting too, right?
Yeah, I was an actor. And then
that sucks.
It does suck. It's really
embarrassing.
embarrassing.
Do you have any monologues memorized?
No, they're all gone.
Did you at the time though?
I don't know.
Every day I wake up, I wish you were dead.
And I wish I was dead.
It's from A Marriage Story. He goes, every day I wake up and I hope that you are dead.
Those fucking monologues were crazy good.
They were nuts. That movie is so good.
It's so good, dude.
It's such a good movie.
It actually made me get back into like musicals for a second because when he sings at the end of that's from Company. It's from a Stephen Sondheim musical.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it's about this guy who's like a narcissist who thinks he's never going to be able to love, who wants to like die alone basically. And
cool.
he's just dealing with that whole like back and forth of like, should I, cuz like the price you pay for being with someone is being annoyed with them.
Yeah.
And that song is like all about that.
Oh, I love that idea.
And I was like, damn, like some musicals, even though most of them by and large are like kind of money making, just like, you know,
kind of suck.
Disney things.
Yeah.
Some of them are really fucking good. There's like, Company is really good. Sunday in the Park with George is really good. That's about a painter who's like so obsessed with his work that he can't like connect with the woman that he is in love with.
Whoa. And that's a musical?
Yeah. And then there's anher one.
It's hilarious. And I can't connect with the woman that I love because I love to paint. It's so depressing.
She basically leaves him.
Why won't you listen? Why won't you fuck me anymore?
I have done everything for you, and you just paint and paint and paint.
Boy, I love to paint. I don't like making my wife come. And I love to paint.
Wait, and then there's another one. Wait, you need to check this one out. This one is fucked up. It's called Hedwig and the Angry Inch. That's another one that's like fucked up.
What is that, about my dick and balls?
Basically.
Call my balls Hedwig.
You gotta, I'm not even gonna go into it, but
I call my cock the Angry Inch.
There's a full song about that. What? There's a full song about that.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Is that what it is about?
Yeah, he's like, I've got an angry inch. That's what he calls it.
That's what his dick is, the Angry Inch, really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow, look at me. I thought about a play. I have an idea for a play.
What is it?
It's about the mole people in the subway.
Oh, okay.
It's a musical.
Yeah.
And it's essentially, it's got a little bit of Romeo and Juliet kind of vibes to it. So this guy.
I'm already in.
Yeah,
I'm already in.
Right?
Mole
This guy,
people,
I'll pitch you.
Okay.
They go, picture this. Mole people in the city. Some guy hates his life. He's a work guy. He's a business guy. Works at AIG, you know? And he's working his way up the corporate. He works at Blackstone, working his way up the corporate ladder for what? He's got a wife and kids. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
He's got a dog. Who cares? He's got a 401k.
Nobody fucking remembers his birthday.
Nobody remembers his birthday. He doesn't remember his birthday.
Yeah.
He took a second. We see early on, he take a second to remember how old he is. How old are you? 52. 3. That's
51.
all you need. That's all you need. A little bit of, he doesn't even remember his birthday.
Yeah,
He doesn't remember how old he is.
Sad.
Sad.
Yeah.
This is still a musical, by the way.
Right.
And then
so all of it is in song.
His whole thing's in song. There isn't a moment of dialogue.
Yeah.
It's all song.
Okay. So it's an opera.
I guess so.
Yeah.
And if that's what'll greenlight it, I'll work with you.
Okay.
I'll work with you. And then he meets a girl who happens to be a mole person who lives in the subway.
And
with
how
her
does
father.
he meet her? Wait, can I tell you how he meets her?
Sure, I have an idea, but you go.
Okay, one day, it's his birthday. His wife forgets. His kids forget. His dog doesn't. His dog farts on his lap.
Yeah.
He goes into work. Then they're just, his boss is like, there's no recognition, no flowers on his desk. His secretary's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck this. He walks down into the subway.
To
He's
kill
like,
himself.
I'm gonna jump.
Yeah. And then
Out of the corner of his eye,
he
he sees a
sees.
little mole girl.
Oh, it's a little girl.
Well, no, she's a woman, you know.
Okay.
She's small.
Yes.
She's like a small mole woman.
Okay.
And she goes, don't do it.
She goes, yeah, don't do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he goes, what? Who's that?
Yeah. And then,
Don't do it.
yes.
Yeah.
And then he steps off the tracks and
Yeah.
right behind him, he's like, whoa.
She saves his life.
Kind of, in a way.
Yeah.
He may, or maybe he doesn't even. Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
And then, they just can't mix because.
Wait, what was yours though? What was your idea?
I mean, that's way better. I was just going to say, I don't know, she was out buying a hot dog or some shit. And caught her
She's
eye.
above ground?
I had an Ariel from Little Mermaid
kind of a thing?
whereas
Okay.
She wants to know what this life is.
Right.
She was born under the fucking train.
Yeah.
There's a whole community under there, and her father, and she doesn't have a mom.
she's a little girl.
So it's Romeo and Juliet meets the Little
Pedophile and child.
The Little Mermaid. No. She's a grown woman.
Okay.
She's a
grown woman who was
he
just-
can't be 50 something. And she is, I think he's 30. He's in his 30s.
We're going to spend the rest of the podcast just working out the kinks here. So you guys can tune in or you can just click away.
Just click 10.
But
You go
we're-
10 skip, 10 skip. And we're singing, and we're singing. And then a 10.
And there's a wedding.
And then
there's
we're
a
sitting
wedding.
there in silence.
And since they
And there is a wedding. So
There's a
Nick's
wedding.
Godfather in there
I think
too.
you put the wedding on the subway because that's like,
Yes, the
that's
end.
like yeah.
They're subway surfing.
Right.
They're on top of the 7 train getting married.
Yeah.
The end.
The end. And his wife and kids don't have to know because underground, you don't have to file for divorce.
No,
It's a whole other set of rules.
I didn't even think about the wife and kids. We'll figure that
Well,
out.
that's a problem, Brendan.
We'll figure that out. That'll come out in, maybe we'll do like a flash forward thing and they're not in the picture anymore. Maybe like a
No,
Hamilton
you got to
kinda
deal. You
thing.
can't just get rid of them.
You can
you
easily
gotta-
get rid of
you
people
can't-
with a
no.
very simple line of exposition. Easy.
You
Easy.
just wipe
You
out
just
a man's
wipe the whole
family and children.
You go, yeah. they
Family
go-
and children
they
is
go-
sort of the
you
same
go,
thing.
They do like a 10 years later thing or whatever, like a couple years later, and he's
Hmm.
just like, yeah, and I haven't seen him since they moved to Delaware. Anyway, so let's go get some hot dogs. That's it. Just a simple line of exposition, and the whole story is told.
Okay, if that's your idea, I would worry more about AI replacing you. You specifically.
They don't have the flaws that I have. That's the thing about AI is they don't have human flaws.
Mm-hmm.
They'll never replace us.
You think that it's the flaws that we have to worry about.
No, I think it's the flaws that they have to worry about. They don't have flaws. We have flaws, and that's what people like.
I would argue it's the opposite.
You want
I would
art
say
with flaws.
it's our flaws that would make it better to like hire AI because generally speaking, human error is the problem.
Yeah, but
And also there's like the whole, we have to be paid.
There's a charm to human error. Oh yeah, we do have to get paid. That's the one thing they'll go, I think we could
That's our
deal without
largest-
the charm of human error.
Yeah, I would say arguably our biggest flaw is that we must be paid.
Yeah, a bunch of fat cats in tuxedos
Yeah.
being like, I think we could do without the human flaws.
Mm-hmm. You're just gonna keep going with this impression.
That's a good impression. Once you find something, you got to lock in.
The fat cat impression.
I think we'll do a little bit better.
Without the human flaws. Yeah, it's fun to
Cool.
do.
Yeah, it is fun to do.
Yeah, yeah.
How much time do we have left, Nicole?
That's not a good
10
sign.
minutes.
That's not
No,
a
no,
good
it's a great sign.
This is
I
why I
just-
didn't want to be last. You know?
You didn't even get to the conflict of like
It's a great
this-
sign.
the mole people situation, like in this musical? What's the what's going to be our
conflict is that he has a wife and children.
And he's also in love with
he's living underground with a mole woman who actually he's learned how to be happy with.
Yes.
But she finds out about the family. Like, where are we going to have this big kind of plot twist
the conflict
moment?
is that mole people don't accept the outies.
Yeah.
The upper worlds, as
There's
they call
that.
them.
There's that.
They go, that's where the Little Mermaid stuff comes in. You go, you do not go up there.
Yeah.
And you do not hang out with
the uppies.
You do not hang out with uppies. Yeah, and then
and then she goes, "But Daddy, I love him." Yeah, and I don't know why she's doing this as a grown woman, but she's a grown woman and she just cares a lot about her dad.
I think she could be 25 and he could be 31.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, she's still
31 is really young to be that disillusioned.
I'm 34 and I want to end it every
34
day.
makes sense.
Oh, okay. What if he's 34 and she's 27?
That's great.
I want to be where the uppies are. I want to see
them walking, frowning around on those.
What do you call them? Trains. Flapping your fins, you won't get too far.
No, fins. They don't have fins.
Flapping your legs, you won't get too far. Legs are... It's a whole song about legs.
You can't...
Track 7's called Legs.
You're literally just barely replacing any of the lyrics.
Running.
We can bail on this. We can bail on this. I think it's safe.
I do like that part of that song, the Little Mermaid song part, where she goes... not the up where they walk, where she goes, they won't reprimand their daughters. That little, I love that part.
Yeah.
Bright one women, sick of swimming.
Ready to stand. I was watching it recently.
Because you're showing your baby a bunch of movies, right?
She's really into the mermaids right now. And
the new one?
It was really cute. Last night we were like walking along the water and she kept being like, it was like the first time she's lied, but she was like, mermaid. She kept pointing and being like, it's a mermaid. And I was like, you saw one? And she was like, yeah.
That's so cute.
And so we were like, I was like, oh, wow, what color was her fin? And she was like, green. I was like, it was Ariel. Like, I was like,
your kid is so cute, dude.
Yeah, she's really cute.
She's so cute, man.
But we were watching it and I was like, this is kind of crazy because as an adult, I'm watching it, I'm going like, she's kind of just a fucking capitalist who like, I think King Triton, first of all, a snack. Second, just trying to protect his daughter from this fucking capitalist society. And she's down there being like, she's got 20 thingamabobs.
Yeah, she's got a lot of bullshit. And he's also being like...
She doesn't know what thingamabobs do, by the way.
Yeah,
she just needs 20
why
of
do you need
them?
A globe?
Why the fuck do you need a globe,
Why do you need a globe
bitch?
or a fork?
Yeah.
It's also like, if he had just said to her, like, sweetheart, they eat us. You understand?
Yeah, he never really just said...
They eat us.
They want to cut you in half and
They want to cut you in
body.
half and eat you.
Yeah. They'll throw the top half in the trash.
So... wrap it up.
Yeah.
I like all this stuff, but
wrap it up.
I used to lie a lot as a kid. I remember one of my first lies was when I was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
The teacher asked us to describe our homes, and I described the home from Blank Check. Remember the movie Blank Check?
Yes.
I said there was a swimming pool. There was a slide that went from my room to the swimming pool outside, and I also said I had the chair from Casper in my house that was hanging on the ceiling and would go through the different rooms and stuff like that.
Well, yeah.
And the teacher was like, "You got all this, huh?" And I was like, "Yep." It was the first time I lied and knew
that you lied.
Well, like I knew I was lying, but I also didn't budge. I didn't go like, well, no, I didn't feel. I just went
you
like.
You didn't walk it back.
I didn't walk it back. I went, yeah. Like it was the first time I went. How are you gonna know?
Yeah.
Like it's my fucking house. How are you gonna know? You're not gonna go.
Right.
Yeah. I bet she called my parents. He's a big fat liar. This kid's a big fat liar. Get rid of him. He's only 5 years old. You could start again.
I used to lie a lot. Mine were a little more secretive, like genuinely like trying to protect myself kind of shit. Where
Really?
It was like, yeah, where like we played Kissy Girls and I chased this fucking kid around.
What's Kissy Girls?
You know, where like the girls just lightly sexually assault the boys. by chasing them around the playground. And
I was not privy
We would
to
grab
that.
them and we would kiss them. Okay. And it was like kissy girls. So I got my hands on Matt Silver. Matt, if you're watching, fuck you. I got my hands on
Matt
him.
Silver, the guy with the beard that's crazy.
No.
There is a guy named Matt Silver.
I don't
who's
know
like,
who that is.
He's like well known online, and he's like a crazy guy. I'll show you after.
Show me right now.
Okay.
I want to see if it's him.
Okay.
I mean, I won't be able to tell. We were in kindergarten.
Matt Silver. You might be able to tell. You might have a little.
Wait, is that the guy that drinks his own piss?
I don't know. This guy.
Oh, no, not him. No, he's too old.
He's doing stand up now, if you can believe that.
I can believe that. I remember that guy. He was in Williamsburg. He would like walk around naked.
Yeah.
But no, so I got my hands on Matt Silver and I grabbed him and he said, "You can't kiss me." He said, "If you want to kiss me, you have to throw a rock at the window of the classroom." So I was like, deal. Big fucking deal. I did it. And I got sent to the principal's office. And so when it was time for me to go to the principal's office, I walked down the hall and then I just kind of waited in the bathroom.
Yeah.
And came back and said, I went to the principal's office and I was given like a stern talking to. And she said that I could come back to class. And then nothing happened. But then I go home at the end of the night and I felt so guilty that I couldn't sleep. And I told my mom.
Damn.
And my mom made me call the teacher and tell her that I didn't go
night?
to no, it was like the next day. Made me call her and tell her that I didn't go to the principal's office. So I was like, I lied. I didn't go to the principal's office.
Was the teacher like, "I do not care"? Thank you,
She was like, "It's my
Rosie."
weekend and fuck your mom."
Yeah. That's crazy. I remember lying like for my own benefit too. Like when you're younger, it's so weird. You like figure it out and you're like, they're never gonna, and they really don't.
I still will fucking lie. I'll still lie for no reason. I'll like run
I
into
lie
somebody.
all the time.
I do it all the time.
I lie all the
For
time.
no reason.
I lied to Nicole like 2 weeks ago.
What happened?
Which I immediately called you on.
I know, you immediately called me on. So I reached out to Nicole. There was something, I don't know how to explain
Cannon
this.
was mad at Feeney.
Cannon was mad at Feeney.
Okay. This is why I left the group chat, by the way.
Yeah. Cannon was mad at me. We're just girls. Kissy
I was like,
time.
I have sisters.
Kissy girls. Yeah, me, Mike, and Feeney are all playing kissy girls in the chat. No, but he was mad at Feeney for like putting his podcast out at the same time as Beautiful Boys.
Uh-huh.
And then they got into a discussion, and Feeney was like, "Well, I heard that it's better to put out a podcast before 12 o'clock." And so I reached out to Nicole. I go, "Hey, maybe we should put out the podcast like before 12, because the podcast comes out Wednesdays at 1.
Right.
So I was like, maybe we should put it out at like 11 or something." And then Nicole immediately was like, "What'd you hear that from Feeney?"
Because you and Cannon are having the same conversation about this at the same time as me and Cannon having a conversation about this.
Yeah.
And then so I immediately called Brendan out. Brendan sends a fake Google search to me
It wasn't
of like
fake. I
what
really
time
did
to
it.
put out a podcast.
I really did it. I like Googled it and I was like, "No, I'm looking it up."
Yeah.
And then I saw Nicole like 2 days later and I went, "I have a confession." Because I just didn't want to be looked at as someone who's like taking someone else's idea. You know what I mean? Or something.
It's not
like,
an idea. It's like a
like
fucking
advice.
algorithm hack.
Yeah. I just didn't want, I have a hard time asking for help.
Me too.
So I really have a hard time.
But it's also very embarrassing to be taking any advice from Feeney.
That's the most
that's really the
embarrassing
part
of
that
it.
that's
the most embarrassing
you went,
part of it. And
God,
I went,
I can't,
maybe if
I
this
can't
was,
be this guy.
Yeah, I can't be taking advice.
Feeney was kind of the guy that made me realize that I should break up with my ex.
Yeah, he was good with that.
Yeah.
He's good with like relationship stuff.
He was the only man who was like honest enough to look me in the eyes and just go, "Yeah, he's not going to marry you."
That's crazy
And I was
that
like,
he would do that.
I'm so glad that he did.
Yeah.
I never was like mad. He was just like, "That's not going to happen." He's like, "How long's it been?" I was like, "Well,
it was like
it's
7 years,
almost
right?
5 years, And he was like, he's like,
Yeah.
it's not going to happen."
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay."
But what would he say? But he'd be like, yeah, like let's take this slow. We don't have to get married right now. We're young.
It was a different thing every year. You know what I mean? It was a different thing every year. It was like, first it was like I want to make more money, or like I want to make it to 2 years, and then once we were 2 years, it was like I want to make more money. It was just a bunch of
to me, marrying isn't like permanent.
Yeah.
I mean, it is permanent, but it's like it doesn't seem like
it's not. It's not that
like
big
having
of a deal.
a child.
Yeah.
It's like it's not that big of a deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like let's just get married. Yeah.
It truly is like I've been saying this on stage to nothing. Just been getting absolutely
That's my cup
nothing.
of tea.
Everybody gets so bummed out when I talk, but I'm like, I feel I'm like, I've got to make this work.
Yeah.
Because I think it's funny. I'm like, divorce, if you're married, you have to like comfort yourself with the thought of divorce.
Yeah.
Like if you're like in the middle of a fight, you could be like, I can get a divorce.
Yes.
What am I, a fucking 12-year-old? Like I know how to file paperwork.
Dude, nothing bugs me more than when you say something that's like real like that, but also like that's not like that depressing. Like
it's not. It's to me, it's very funny.
Yes, it's both funny, but it's also
because I don't want one. I'm just saying it's a nice, comforting thought. It's a warm blanket of a thought.
I've been on stage
If you let
talking
it
about
be.
how sometimes my brain wants me to kill myself.
Yeah.
And people get, and I'm like, I'm not doing it too harshly. I'm going like, but the premise of like, you never feel that way. Like you never like look at a bill and just go like, what if I just didn't pay this and I'm
And
gone?
I just end it.
Sometimes I think about killing myself to spite my fucking landlord.
Yeah.
Just go like, yeah, good luck getting this fucking bill.
Yeah.
You know, and that
You
to
like
me.
try to get the blood in the floorboards.
Yeah, I go, good
Yeah.
luck selling this haunted. Yeah, no one's coming in here. Oh, yeah, some fat lesbian killed herself in here. But it's like that kind of shit. And when people just look at me, like it gets, sometimes it does well, but when people just look at me, I'm like, you fuckers. Like, you've never felt this
It's
way.
like, grow up.
Grow up. Grow up. You've never like been like, it'll be so easy.
Grow the fuck up.
Just from like a lazy point of view.
Yeah.
Like being like, what do you want to do? You want to fucking just ride this out until you're 90 tops?
Yeah.
And then see how that ends?
Also, like, what? You've never failed in front of anybody?
Right.
You've never failed horrifically in front of people and gone, all right, fuck you.
Yeah,
like-
yeah. Been like, I'll do this right now, right here.
Right. I know. That's kind of, in a way, we're talking about the same thing.
In a way, yes.
Because
yes,
I'm literally just thinking of it as like well, we can leave.
Yes.
What's the problem?
Yes.
There's an exit route.
There is maybe that's the twist. Like maybe there is a positivity to it.
So
where
between
it's like,
the two of us, we have something funny. it's just we have a
Yes.
half funny joke, both of us.
I'm really, it's like, what do you do when you just can't figure something out? You just leave it alone, come back to it?
I think most of the time I end up leaving it alone and coming back to it. I mean, I'll run it by people too, just to be like, what's
anything
not
here?
clear about this? Like,
Yeah.
you know, because sometimes you start off and you're like, this is so funny to me. I know there's punchlines in it, but it's not getting like what I think it should get.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm not stating the premise clearly, or
I know. Or just like the little small change that you have
Right.
to make to like really sell it.
right.
You know, because like with that last bit, I was like, I would kind of say it a little harshly because I was like, that's where the funny is, that I'm like kind of just saying this thing out of nowhere. But I was like, I think what I got to do is like ease into it, and that's what's funny because I'm
Yeah.
like, this is crazy, but
Yeah.
I don't think it is that crazy, but I guess it is crazy.
When
So
did you
I have
start
to-
working on it?
A few months ago, to be honest. It's like
Have you run it a lot?
Sometimes when I'm doing really well, I'll do it. Or if I'm doing really well, sometimes I won't do it because I can feel when a crowd won't like it.
Yeah.
But when I'm doing well, I will do it. But it's it's a hard bid, and usually doesn't take me this long to really figure something out.
Yeah.
But I want to flush this idea out because it is kind of a serious idea.
Yeah.
It's like, it is like, not serious, but it's like, I don't know, I just want to be a better comedian. So
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, blah, 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 blah. Okay, and my next thing is da, da, da,
Right.
da, da.
You're like, this is an actual thing that it's not, you want them to laugh in spite of them not being totally comfortable with the
exactly.
Yeah.
That's I think that's some of the best ones when you're like, you don't agree, but a part of you agrees.
I
And
know.
that's why this is funny.
But it's tricky because I think the longer I've done stand-up, the more, if I hear a premise that I don't agree with, I almost automatically start laughing.
Interesting.
Because I'm like, I don't know where they're going with this.
Yeah.
If it's a good comic, I'll
Yeah.
just start laughing.
Yes.
Being like, fuck, they're going to get me on their side
Yeah.
for like this.
Yeah.
And I get excited about how they're going to do it. So I just start giggling,
Yeah.
like waiting for it.
That's so true. I mean, when they're a good comic, that happens. When they're a bad comic, you're like, you didn't even do research on this. You didn't think
well, when
about
they're a
this
bad
premise
comic,
at
you
all.
know what they're gonna go.
Yeah.
Like I just know what they're gonna say.
I know,
You know,
I
I'm like,
know.
okay, I've heard that.
I also have a thing where I just like lose the spark in a joke, and I'm like, God, how do you get that back? Like, you know, when you're doing something for a while and it's overcooked, and
Yeah.
you're like, I overcooked it. They can see in my eyes I'm bored with telling it.
Yeah.
How do you fucking?
I just leave
you just
it.
stop telling it.
Yeah. I just stopped telling it.
But what happens when you only have 2 jokes?
I mean, this is the thing. All of us, we get to a place where it's like something is finished and we're like, oh God, I just want to write new stuff. But we don't want it to be painful. And it's like, it's going to be painful no matter what.
Yeah, I don't mind that pain. I don't mind the pain of trying to figure something out because that reward of getting that.
But you do,
tiny-
because all of us do. If you didn't, you wouldn't be like, well, what if you only have 2 jokes?
Right.
Like, none of us want to feel that.
Right, that's
None
true.
of us want to sit up there and be like, "Gah,
Yeah.
what about this?"
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah. Oh my God.
just
so
grabbing
true.
at like half premises. Like, if sometimes I'm up there, I feel like I'm like searching for the curb after the car wreck. I'm like, "Gah."
I know.
You know?
And I'll be thinking of things that I'm like, is this even a fucking joke? I'm like, where is
Yeah.
the funny in this? Like, or is this like whack as shit?
Yeah, I think it's gotten to the point where like what makes me laugh will not make a regular person laugh. Like, I don't think that.
That's great though.
No, it's bad. It's really bad
I
for
love
writing
that.
jokes. Because if you're not in touch with like what just like a regular human being who's like, you know, works a 9 to 5. I'm not trying to sound like, you know, we're so different. All I'm saying is like, if you like work a 9 to 5 and you've had life insurance since you were fucking 30.
Yeah.
Like we live 2 different lifestyles.
Yeah.
And what will make them laugh is significantly less dark and fucked up than what would make me laugh.
Yeah.
So the things that like make comics laugh, I'm like, it's like, I know it's funny, but it's not going to be funny to like
These guys.
these people that are coming out to see me that don't know who I am.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And it's like, you have to have both.
And then you get angry. Or I don't know about you, but I get angry. I'm like, you don't think that's funny? You know, like, and then once you start, like, if I'm writing a save for a joke, I'm like, it's done. I can't, I'm not writing any save, like, like, you
a
can't
written
write.
save.
What are you doing? Like, you're just
It's
planning for it to bomb?
a huge bummer. Yeah.
Such a bummer, dude.
Yeah.
Such a bummer.
I know. But I definitely have done it before. I've definitely written a save before.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even with that, like, kill myself stuff, I'm like, it's an epidemic. What are you looking at me
yeah,
for? You know?
yeah. Right.
Why are you just staring at me?
Yeah.
Everybody does it.
I don't feel like I get as mad anymore though when they're not on board.
No, me neither.
Yeah.
Me neither. I mean, I don't get mad. I just get frustrated, and I don't take it out on them.
I'll get
I'm
mad at
just
myself. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
a fucking bummer, and I don't even know why people let me
I'll
out.
get mad at myself. I'll be like, I don't know why. I couldn't figure this shit out.
Yeah. I'm like, I shouldn't even be out of the house. I'll just literally be like, I should be on a stronger antidepressant. I start immediately going into the back of my head and being like, you're a fucking failure. I don't even know.
Yeah.
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 It's like,
In there, sister.
dude.
Are
we both just having a fucking crisis? I walked in here and both of us are really going through some shit.
I like it, and you're the last show of the day, so you guys are gonna leave, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hello, darkness, my old friend."
You just turn off the lights and leave on the Christmas lights.
Yeah.
The multicolored Christmas lights.
When's Christmas coming?
You start writing the Mole People musical for real.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Yeah.
But
I really want to do that. There's something there.
Take it.
No, I'm saying together. I don't want. You don't want to be a part of it. You just
can
want to
have it. No. Yeah, no, I would love to write that. That's like the.
What if it's all rap? What if it's oops all raps?
Oops all raps. It's a whole rap musical about mole people.
Yeah. Or oops all rats.
And they're rats.
Mole people. It's sort of a play on
words.
It's a play on the mole people.
Look, I think there's too many cooks in the kitchen right now with the ideas.
Okay, so it's just the two of us, but you're saying that my ideas, it's getting a little out of hand.
Yeah.
You're like, hey,
I'm coming through, chef.
You're like, stop pitching about the mole people.
Yeah. Well, it's becoming into itself.
You know what?
They're now rats.
Somebody watching the YouTube did skip forward 10 minutes,
like,
and we are back to talking about
this. God damn, man. Sagdaddy, you be talking about that.
And then they go back and they're like, oh, they're just sort of talking about how they're sad. So I guess the mole people was an improvement.
What? I do not know how to follow this conversation. That's so funny. And now they're rats? How did they get to that?
Maybe we just call them rat people.
Oh, God. This is how it starts.
Yeah.
You take your idea, and then the industry destroys
That's
it.
what I was trying to make a joke earlier when I was like, it's Blackstone. You know what I mean? Where they jump in with a totally lateral pitch.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, Blackstone, I guess, whatever.
You go. Lateral pitch is so funny. They go, he's wearing a red shirt.
You're like, absolutely.
Yes. Good
that's
job.
Great.
Courtney. Good pitch, Courtney. Anyway,
red is perfect. I'm so glad you're here because without you, I never would have thought red.
That's a great idea, but
I never would have thought of red.
I'll take that idea, but let me do the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Or just being the complete opposite, being like a fucking wanting full creative control over, and they're like, well, okay, what if this is in Chicago and not New York? It's like, you're ruining me. I'm gone. I'm gone. If this doesn't happen, I'm out.
I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, Larry David ruined a ton of writers' careers just by being like, you can say no. And he's like, I will say no.
Yeah.
And he's like, and that's when I said no. Now,
I have not worked since, but I do have a Substack.
Pinto or black beans? You go pinto bean. Lettuce? Yeah. Let's get into the Patreon.
Okay.
Can you hang out for another 30?
Absolutely. I don't want to see my family.
Yeah, hell yeah. We want to pitch anything? Pitch anything. You want to plug anything?
Do I want to
pitch the mole?
I definitely want to plug my Netflix special because
it's so good.
Oh,
sincerely.
thanks, dude.
I'm not even just saying that.
Thank
and
you.
I'm not pandering. I wouldn't lie. If you just said this and I didn't like it, I wouldn't have said anything. But I think it's really fucking good. I was like so impressed.
Thank you.
I felt smaller. Just because of my own anxieties and insecurities, I was like, I gotta work. You know what I mean?
That's the best compliment
That's the best
ever.
compliment. I was like, I gotta write. I gotta work. This is crazy. This is so fucking good.
Thank you, dude. It's so fucking hard to get people to just go to watch it because you know how it is right now. So I'm trying to get on podcasts and being like, just please, I don't even give a shit if you play it for your dog. I'm like, go watch the special. It's called The Mother Lode. It's on Netflix. And also I'm on tour now doing brand new stuff. So, we already talked about how that's going to go. Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen.
No, it's fun. I mean, it's been fun.
5.
It's been fun.
It is fun. I mean, at the end of the day, it is fucking fun. Even if you, bombing at the cellar, not fun.
No, not great.
Not fun.
Not great.
Because you feel that bomb pretty badly. But not bombing, but figuring shit out.
I do enjoy being
fun.
on the road and talking to crowds, not in the sense of crowd work is crowd work, but when you're working through a bit and you're kind of going all right, how is this going to land with people in fucking Tulsa versus people in Portland?
Yeah.
There really is nothing like having an hour to stretch and go, all right, this is where the joke is, but if I can stretch out the logic of this, there might be more jokes within it.
Right.
And so audiences and I feel like comedy audiences are so much smarter than they ever were. They know more about comedy than they ever did.
Yeah.
So they're willing to
follow you,
rock with you for a while. So that's been really fun. But I don't know when this is coming out.
I wish I was working tonight. I'm in the mood to do stand up.
Yeah.
I do have one new kind of bit. I was thinking about how funny it is that like we get annoyed by our parents, but they're just like, if they weren't our parents, they'd just be like old people we yell at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. That's so funny.
Like if this wasn't my mom, I'd be the devil.
Yeah.
Being like, Mom, stop.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
God,
you
love me so much. It's embarrassing.
Yeah. But I don't know. That's really all I got right now.
Yeah.
But anyway, check out Rosebud
bit.
on tour, rosebudbaker.com.
Yep.
Punch Up Live. Do you do that?
I don't do Punch Up Live. I know. I'm sorry. I'm just like, I can't do another fucking thing.
Another thing. Especially when they're like, come on, man, add content. And I'm like, I don't really add content to my things.
I'm not going to put out original content on this when I could be posting it across the fucking internet.
Exactly.
So anyway, but rosebudbaker.com, come see me on tour and then check out my special on Netflix.
And y'all know me, still the same OG, but I've been low-key hated on by most of these N-words with no cheese. Brendan Sagalow, I'm sorry. Brendan Sagalow,
I'm sorry.
In parentheses, I'm sorry. And patreon.com/sagdaddytopod for everything. We got a Soda episode up. We got a Feeney episode up. We got a ton of great shit going on Patreon, so check it out. I love you. And Nicole, what do you got?
Nicole Lyons Productions on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube.
Hell yeah.
That's all.
Bye.
Bye.
The rap Jack Black and Sagdaddy, I'm back at it with a fantastic podcast for your asses. Yapping in a trap like a rescue cat, and the rescued up like they're waiting on the Batman. You tuned into the dude who threw booze back, blacked out, woke up drunk, covered in bruises. It's Sagdaddy the pod, an odd fellow, the great white chubby, I'm becoming a marshmallow. It's Sagdaddy the pod, so sit back and relax, cause like a broken arm, I got a cast now. It's Sagdaddy the pod, you made a good choice, so enjoy, don't be annoyed, now here's my dumb voice. So recognizable, ski master, unreliable, diary of a guy who's higher than a freaking diving board. I'm tired, call me biting you as lame, cause you align with your wardrobe. Give that back, you ain't that guy, bro. Kaleidoscope stripping, goddamn, I'm tripping. Sipping shroom tea, looking at a blank television. Got a girl here gripping, thinking we'll do some business, but that's the last thing that I want. Seriously. Big dog, I'm on shirts now. Still scared that my house is gonna burn down. I'm a rare card, an old Charizard. Getting BJ's on a bench of a promenade. Don't know what to do, I got a lot of problems. Lot of emotional truths, I sabotage them. I'm getting robbed every time I get a coffee. Cause $6 is just too much.
Keep it on the low. We can keep it on the low. We can keep it on the low. But all you do is wrong.
Dream team, me and Galeen and the four Beatles. Kidnapping whores illegally, pumping them full with needles. Eating Chinese till Steven asks us to order a pizza. Walk to run to get it, I can't do either. It's Sagdaddy the pod, don't think twice, just bob your head, dealing your chicken with no rice. It's Sagdaddy the pod, and on God I won't stop unless I wanna, that's kinda the deal, huh? It's Sagdaddy the pod, no need to deviate. Your ears are not the only holes that I'm about to penetrate. It's Sagdaddy the pod, so thanks for tuning in. Truman Show flow, if I don't see you, you can suck my dick.